Jimmy Savile, formerly one of TV's biggest stars, molested and raped hundreds of people across several decades. Some of his abusive behaviour was an open secret within the industry. Yet when he died in 2011, he had been honoured by the Queen, and the extent of his abuses were unknown to the public. Why didn't someone say something sooner? They did, but they were ignored. So how do we, the public, find out the truth about wrongdoing within organisations like this so that we can put a stop to it? One of the main ways is through whistleblowers. A whistleblower is a person who discloses information about wrongdoing to the relevant authorities, or to the media and general public. Whistleblowers have given us knowledge of public health dangers, awareness of pollution of the environment, insight into financial waste, fraud and abuse, exposure of war crimes and crimes against humanity, better safety standards for products we use every day, exposure of all sorts of political abuses throughout history. Whistleblowing happens every day. The chances are, behind the most damning scandals you've heard about in the media, it was a whistleblower who raised the alarm in the first place. Despite what politicians and business leaders say about the value of whistleblowers,
sunlight is the greatest disinfectant.
When people raise concerns, the truth can often be suppressed and concealed.
Not under the rug.
So what happens when people who raise concerns are threatened, ignored, or silenced? July 1988, an explosion happened on the Piper Alpha oil platform, resulting in a lethal fire. An inquiry was initiated which found that workers were worried if they spoke out about lack of safety, they would lose their jobs. A total of 167 people were killed. 2003, a Chinese doctor exposed the cover-up of SARS. The doctor revealed that the number of infected patients was far higher than the Chinese authorities had previously stated. His actions might have prevented the disease becoming a worldwide pandemic. And the list goes on and on and on. We need whistleblowers, but who actually wants to be one? Whistleblowing often leads to retaliation, harassment, and bullying.
I told the truth. It's not about telling true and prove. It's not the fucking point whether you...
Exposing wrongdoing often takes years, leaving the whistleblower drained mentally and financially. Many whistleblowers find they are unable to get a job in their industry ever again. Do we want to keep having situations where people need to risk their livelihoods by blowing the whistle? The recently released Panama Papers showed how some of the richest in society hid their wealth in secret, away from the countries they live and pay tax in. The truth led to huge scandals in countries across the world. A prime minister has already resigned because of it. But this only happened because an anonymous person gave these documents to journalists. What else is happening that we're waiting for a whistleblower to expose? And isn't there a simpler way for the public to find out this kind of thing?
It's not enough to think about these things. It's not enough to believe in something. You have to actually stand for something. You have to actually say something. You have to actually risk something if you want things to get better.